Rust Valley Restorers presents an extraordinary portrait of obsession, creativity, and the pursuit of perfection in the world of automotive restoration. From the very first moments, viewers are drawn into a universe where rust, neglect, and age are not obstacles but invitations to explore, to experiment, and to breathe new life into machines that seem beyond hope. The series excels in portraying the delicate balance between mechanical precision and human eccentricity, revealing the personal quirks and emotional investments of the restorers themselves. Each episode begins with the introduction of vehicles that carry stories of their own, often forgotten by time and abandoned by those who once valued them. The team of restorers approaches these vehicles with a mix of reverence, curiosity, and playful irreverence, creating a dynamic tension between tradition and improvisation. Michael's careful and meticulous approach is contrasted with Jay's spirited improvisation, creating a partnership that is both entertaining and deeply effective. Their interactions are filled with humor, frustration, and camaraderie, emphasizing that restoration is as much about human relationships as it is about mechanical skill. Scenes of the workshop depict a kind of ritualized chaos. Tools clatter, sparks fly from welders, and engines occasionally roar to life, creating an auditory and visual tapestry that draws the viewer into the process. The meticulous framing of the cinematography allows the audience to appreciate both the scale of the projects and the subtle details that define them. Every panel, bolt, and rusted seam tells a story, and the restorers' hands translate those narratives into mechanical resurrection. One of the series' strongest aspects is its ability to humanize the process. Jay's impulsive humor, Michael's philosophical reflections, and Rebecca's quiet documentation work in concert to provide multiple perspectives on the challenges and triumphs of restoration. Their personalities are mirrored in the vehicles they restore, and viewers can see parallels between the temperament of a car and the approach taken by its restorer. The Barracuda, often featured, represents both fragility and latent power, a project that requires patience, intuition, and an understanding of history to bring it back to life. The Corvette embodies elegance restrained by neglect, requiring precision and careful attention to detail. Each restoration becomes a narrative in itself, exploring the intersection of past and present, decay and renewal. The series frequently highlights the unexpected difficulties inherent in restoration. Hidden rust, non-standard wiring, previous modifications, and structural weaknesses challenge the team to innovate while maintaining respect for the vehicle's historical integrity. These obstacles create tension and drama, allowing viewers to witness not only the technical skill required but also the creative problem-solving and adaptability essential to the process. The Rust Valley environment itself is portrayed with as much character as the vehicles. The sprawling landscape, natural light, and ambient sounds of the valley contribute to a sense of place that is immersive and almost tactile. Vehicles are situated within this space, interacting with their surroundings as they await attention from their restorers. The environmental context reinforces the idea that restoration is not merely technical but holistic, involving an awareness of space, atmosphere, and the interplay between human effort and natural conditions. Humor and levity are interspersed throughout the series, preventing the focus on technical details from becoming monotonous. Jay's theatrical commentary, Michael's dry wit, and Rebecca's subtle observations create moments of relief and amusement while also highlighting the personalities that make the team dynamic and relatable. The series demonstrates that the process of restoration is as much about creativity, adaptability, and emotional investment as it is about skill. Episodes frequently contrast the incremental progress of multiple vehicles, allowing viewers to appreciate the variety of challenges and the range of expertise required. Some vehicles arrive with severe rust damage or unconventional modifications, demanding ingenuity and patience, while others offer the opportunity to showcase artistry and finesse in bringing a vehicle back to pristine condition. Each project serves as a metaphor for human perseverance and dedication, illustrating how incremental effort, attention to detail, and willingness to confront failure ultimately lead to success. Personal anecdotes and reflections interwoven with mechanical processes provide insight into the motivations behind restoration. Michael's insistence on precision reveals a deep reverence for history and craftsmanship, while Jay's impulsive approach underscores the role of intuition, experience, and improvisation. Rebecca's careful documentation captures the subtle interactions between the team and the vehicles, ensuring that both process and outcome are understood and appreciated. The series frequently engages with philosophical questions about authenticity, legacy, and the relationship between humans and machines. How should a restorer balance historical fidelity with functionality? What choices define the restoration process, and how do they reflect the restorer's own values and priorities? These questions are embedded in the narrative and encourage viewers to consider the broader implications of restoration beyond the immediate mechanical tasks. The incremental nature of progress is a recurring theme. Viewers witness the slow, meticulous process of disassembly, repair, and reassembly, highlighting the patience and dedication required. Success is measured not by speed but by attention to detail, the quality of workmanship, and the ability to anticipate and resolve challenges that arise unexpectedly. The show emphasizes that restoration is a craft that demands not only technical skill but also emotional investment, resilience, and the willingness to embrace setbacks as opportunities for learning. Rust Valley Restorers also excels in conveying the sensory experience of restoration. The sounds of tools, the scent of oil and metal, and the visual interplay of light on polished surfaces immerse viewers in a world where the physicality of the process is central. Sparks from welding arcs, the subtle vibrations of engines, and the tactile engagement with rusted metal all contribute to a sense of authenticity and immediacy, allowing the audience to feel connected to the work being performed. Comparisons between vehicles often illuminate broader themes of contrast, transformation, and resilience. The transformation of a heavily rusted Barracuda into a restored masterpiece parallels the human experience of growth and renewal, emphasizing the value of perseverance, creativity, and collaboration. The Corvette's meticulous restoration highlights the rewards of patience and planning, while the arrival of a modified Mustang or a challenging Camaro introduces unpredictability and narrative tension, underscoring the necessity of adaptability and problem-solving. Throughout the series, the human element remains central. The interactions between Michael, Jay, and Rebecca provide insight into teamwork, communication, and the blending of complementary skills. Their distinct approaches, personalities, and philosophies create a dynamic that is both engaging and instructive, demonstrating that success in restoration is as much about collaboration and shared vision as it is about individual expertise. Environmental storytelling is another powerful aspect of the show. The valley itself, with its rugged terrain, open skies, and ambient natural elements, is not merely a backdrop but an active participant in the narrative. Vehicles interact with this environment, and the restorer's work is influenced by the spatial, visual, and atmospheric context in which it occurs. This emphasis on place reinforces the immersive quality of the series and the idea that restoration is a holistic endeavor involving both human and environmental factors. Episodes often juxtapose the technical and emotional dimensions of restoration. Mechanical challenges are presented alongside moments of reflection, humor, and camaraderie, creating a rich narrative texture. The audience is encouraged to appreciate both the tangible outcomes of restoration and the intangible qualities of human engagement, creativity, and personal investment. Humor and human connection are integral to the narrative, providing relief, insight, and emotional resonance. Jay's irreverent commentary, Michael's quiet reflection, and Rebecca's attentive observation work together to create a balanced perspective that highlights the interplay between technical mastery and human experience. This combination makes the series relatable, engaging, and emotionally compelling. The incremental transformation of vehicles illustrates the rewards of persistence, problem-solving, and creative ingenuity. Viewers witness the slow accumulation of effort as rusted frames become polished and functional vehicles, demonstrating the value of careful planning, skillful execution, and emotional investment. The series also encourages reflection on broader themes, including the passage of time, the preservation of history, and the significance of craftsmanship in a world increasingly dominated by mass production and disposability. In conclusion, Rust Valley Restorers is a compelling exploration of obsession, skill, creativity, and controlled madness. The series illuminates the complex interplay between human passion and mechanical endeavor, offering insight into both the technical and emotional dimensions of restoration. Vehicles are more than machines, they are stories, challenges, and reflections of the personalities and dedication of those who restore them. By combining meticulous craftsmanship, environmental storytelling, and intimate portrayals of human relationships, the series creates a rich, immersive experience that celebrates the beauty, difficulty, and satisfaction of bringing forgotten machines back to life. Rust Valley Restorers reminds viewers that restoration is a deeply human act, one that requires patience, creativity, emotional investment, and a willingness to embrace the madness inherent in the pursuit of perfection. The show's combination of technical mastery, human drama, and environmental immersion offers both entertainment and education, providing a lens through which audiences can appreciate the art and science of automotive restoration while reflecting on the broader themes of creativity, dedication, and the transformative power of passion.